Okay guys, so we are going to discuss problem from CSES dice combinations, right? So what is the problem? We have to construct a sum n and we can use the digits from 1 to 6, right? So the question is pretty straightforward. You can see the example as well. They have given a good example, and so yeah, let's solve the problem. So we will solve it by tabulation, right? And yeah, so basically initially the first step in the the in the dynamic programming where we are using the tabulation, we have to let's say we have to decide that what would be a strategy. So basically, first of all, what does the state represent? So my dp of I would represent the number of ways to construct the sum n, right? A pretty straightforward state in dynamic programming, right? So what we have done is we are initializing now we are initializing the base case, right? So once again, why did you initialize the dp of 0 as 1, right? So I will tell you the thing, right? And why not dp of 1 as 1, right? You might say that, wait, why dp of 0 as 1, dp of 1 as 1, right? So what would be more easier, although it is also right? If we want to initialize dp of 1 as 1, we can initialize it, but why did we choose dp of 0, right? So let's say we are at 1, so it can choose 1 and can go to 0. So 0 should return 1 to us, right? Let's say we are at 2, so it can choose 1, right? It will go to 1, and 1 will return what? 1 will return 1 because it is already with us, and then 2 will go to 1, or 2 can directly go to 0, right? So we want that 1 should be returned over here as well, right? Because it's a valid path. So whenever there is a valid path, we are returning a 1, right? So okay, so the next thing, let's see what we have done. We are initializing the mod, right? And then we are then okay. So transition is also pretty. Let me tell you the transition as well. So let's say we are at n, right? We want to know the number of ways to make n, right? So what we can say is, we let's calculate the number of ways: n minus 1, n minus 2, and n minus 6, and let add them all, right? So this will be a transition. Just add them all. Like it would be like dp of n is equal to dp of n minus 1 plus dp of n minus 2 plus dp of n minus 6, right? So yeah, our problem would be solved with that, and now we have to fill the values, right? So how should we fill the values, right? So what we have to make sure is, like when we are at n, are all the previous states should already be pre-filled, right? So we can use them, right? So we have to iterate in such a way that all our previous things are filled up, right? So let's start with 1, right? And then we are quite aware that since we are at I, and in the transition we are going towards towards uh, towards the left. So we are already very much aware that since we are coming from right, our left is already pre-filled, right? So that's why I am using dp of I minus j, right? When I minus j is greater than or equal to 0, and just updating the value, right? Okay, and just then we are just simply outputting the dp of n, since that is our final answer, right? So a pretty straightforward and a beginner friendly question in dynamic programming, and so let's try to submit it. So yeah, yes guys, our solution is accepted. uh, See you in the next video.